So over the past 5 weeks or so, Dead by Boycott has been trending on the internet, and literally almost every single content creator made at least one video about this boycott. There are two groups of content creators, those who say that we should try boycotting Dead by Daylight and those who don't believe it will work. But both groups agree that if it worked, it would be for the better. But if somehow you've been living under a rock and you have never heard of what Dead by Boycott is, then I would recommend you watching this video of mine, or I will just briefly explain what it is now. Because some of you are probably like, what the fuck, boycott Dead by Daylight? It's my favorite game ever! I will never stop playing this game! And you don't have to stop playing this game. I didn't and I won't stop playing this game, but I joined this boycott. Basically, all you have to do is not to spend money on Dead by Daylight for the next like 3 months. Don't buy DLCs, don't buy cosmetic items, don't buy Oryx cells. That's it. That's all you have to do. Just simply save your money until the next chapter comes out, and then we will see if we should stop boycotting or if we should extend this boycott. But what's the reason? Why can't you buy this juicy skin? I mean, what's the point of boycotting Dead by Daylight? What will it change? Well, in this video I will give you 7 reasons why you should consider boycotting Dead by Daylight. But before that, I will tell you why I think Dead by Daylight is a broken game. Ever since the Trickster came out, there has been a bug that makes the killer hear dead survivors. New maps are being constantly disabled because of bugs and exploits. Dead Hard has been broken since I was born. And some people are obtaining paid DLCs for free, and then months later they are removed from their accounts. And even some of the new skins have visual bugs. Let's go there. Wait, what?
Are you sure about that?
Look, this is him in real life. And this is him in the game. Okay, so now as that is out of the way, these are 7 reasons why you should consider boycotting Dead by Daylight. So the first reason is developers are constantly releasing broken chapters. Twins, probably the most buggy chapter ever. Trickster, the worst killer in the game. Resident Evil chapter, the map has been disabled for weeks after the initial release. I wonder, why can't they just get it right? Why can't they just release at least one decent chapter with no bugs, you know what I mean? But apparently they don't care. Remember, Dead by Daylight has a PTB, which stands for Public Test Build, and you are able to play on that for like 2 weeks until the chapter is released, and it's supposed to help developers to find new bugs and fix some problems related to the new chapter, which brings us to the second point. Developers ignore most problems found on PTB. Everybody told them that Trickster was useless. They didn't care, and they still released Trickster in a terrible state as a useless killer. Let's move to the Resident Evil chapter. People who played on the PTB report that the new map is broken and the performance is terrible, but developers didn't even care enough to delay the chapter. They just simply disabled the map, and it has been disabled for like forever. At this point, I would suggest developers to completely remove the PTB and release every single chapter completely broken. It would be much more useful and much more exciting, because PTB is just a useless piece of shit. Why do they rush all of those new chapters? Well, looking at the number of skins releasing with every single chapter, it's clear that it's all about money. And if we boycott DBD and don't give them money they want, then they will likely give us more respect. At number 3, we have some of the biggest game problems, which is never fixed matchmaking issues and broken hitboxes. Those issues have been there ever since the game was released, and it was like, what the fuck, 5 years ago? We are going to the 6th year, and they are still there. Hitboxes are still broken, if not even more broken than ever. Deathslinger, for me, it's impossible to play this killer because hitboxes are fucked. And talking about matchmaking, at least they tell us that they are trying to do something about it, but I don't trust this company because how many promises have they made? Think logically. They have told us that they are looking into broken hitboxes 2 years ago, and the problem is still there, it's not fixed. To explain you what's broken about the matchmaking, for example, I'm a rank 1 killer, I get matched with rank 15 to rank 20 survivors, then I am a rank 13 survivor, I get matched to rank 2 killer, which is impossible for me to play against, and vice versa. Okay, at number 4 we have, in my opinion, the most important reason I would say you should boycott Dead by Daylight. It's because DBD forum moderators are constantly silencing people who try to expose developer greediness. If you are curious about what I mean, you should watch my video about how DBD developers tried to silence me. But long story short, I got permanently banned from DBD Community Hub on Steam for asking how many of you would like to join Dead by Boycott, and it turns out they are banning every single person who talks about boycotting the game on DBD forums. They are silencing us, and that's why so many of you don't even know what is this boycott. Okay, at number 5 we have developers are fixing what's not broken, and I'm talking specifically about useless changes. For example, I liked and everybody liked the old UI, and then all of a sudden they decided to completely scrap it and then make some UI changes, which was terrible, in my opinion, the worst update ever. Then they decided for some reason to update Aura, and then they had to revert it back because of overwhelmingly negative backlash. And then they decided to for some reason change the movement, which was completely fine. And I don't understand, why are these developers fixing what's not broken instead of fixing actual bugs and broken chapters? At number 6 we have terrible battle passes, while the best skins are each locked behind a $10 paywall, which is like, it's understandable, they are greedy, they want money, right? But at least invest more resources and more talent into making battle pass skins. After all, battle passes are what attracts the majority of your players who don't want to spend so much of money in the store, you know what I mean? They just pay once and then they get skins, but those skins, they look ugly. I would rather buy a Fortnite battle pass every single season than Dead by Daylight battle pass once, because Fortnite skins are much more pretty than Dead by Daylight skins in the battle pass. It's terrible. And the last reason why you should boycott Dead by Daylight is lame events. Well, it's not a problem for me, I'm okay with events as they are, but the majority of the community, they seem to be very outrageous about this thing, that they decided to focus on huge events only, and they completely scrapped the little events. Instead, they just give some extra blood points or shit like that. Where's the fun? Where's the actually fun? At least give us something fun to do during the events instead of collecting fucking crowns. That's useless. Anyway, but that's it. That's why I think you should boycott Dead by Daylight. If you agree with any of those points I mentioned, then like this video and please subscribe, helps me tremendously. Also comment if you disagree with something, I will gladly get into a discussion with you. Thank you for watching, see you later.